everybody? Welcome back to DudeBro. It's your boy DJ Eyvory, and I'm with my main man.
Your man Ellie's Fresh the God, Fresh the Genius. Coming at you live and direct from none other than the secret studio. Somewhere in Southern California. What coast? The West Coast, the best coast. Anyway, though, that's irrelevant. Today we're here to talk about, I believe, the XXL Freshmen, but not just any of them.
Yes.
The top 10, the hottest. If you got bars, we're going to tell you. If you're sorry, that's going to come up as well. Trust. But I don't want to steal my man's shine. So please, Eyvory, holla at me. You kind of orchestrated this, so please educate the viewer on what's going to happen next.
Yeah, so basically here's what's going on. Today we're going to be kind of breaking down XXL's history from the 10 years that they've been doing freestyles.
Yes.
I did want to put like a little asterisk in the history books. It does appear that in 2008 there was no freestyle cipher.
Ah, yes, the lost episode.
So I do want to mention that, but we are actually officially on the 10th year of ciphers, and it started in 2007. Now we're here in 2017 to kind of celebrate. Yeah,
legit.
We're going into number 10 now. So that being said, we've already kind of done our episode breaking down the 2017 freshman list. But we want to look at the whole decade and see who are the standouts, and we've actually made a top 10 list. But we also want to kind of mention some of the standouts as well, who probably should be on the list, but it's, arguable they're right there. In my mind, of course, some of the people who should have made the list, Dej Loaf.
See, I'm kind of like, it was a lot more cut and dry for me. I'm just going to throw this out there.
Yeah.
It was not so controversial for me, but that's what's going to make this controversial. Because I already know there's going to be some disagreements here. Because he already said Dej and not. And anyway.
Meek Mills, as much as I like him.
Oh, my God. This is it. Continue. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry.
Let me.
I'm sorry. Honorable mention Meek Mill. That's fine. Continue.
This is going to be our actual list of our kind of top honorable mentions.
Ah, yes, it is.
Along with the top 10s are in there as well.
Yes. Let's do the top 10. Because already now you got me like, I want to know who are the top 10 best.
Okay.
And then you can hit me with all that other stuff.
Okay.
I want to know, you want to know, who's top 10 best.
All right, let's get into it then. All right, let's roll this. We're going to actually first start by mentioning one of my favorite rappers of all time. This guy is here at the very bottom of the list, but he's still amazing. Shout-outs to none other than my main man, Yellow Wolf.
Interesting. Okay.
He is actually famous for such songs as Till I'm Gone and my personal favorite, Daddy's Lambo, which was produced by none other than Drama from Robin Big Fantasy Factory.
Hey,
that song go hard.
No, I'm like, when I found that out, I was like, okay, Drama, I see you. Because I was a little surprised when I found that out. I'll be real. I didn't really think that he'd be like that.
Yeah, and actually,
I thought he was corny. I just thought he was going to be an extra corny guy. He's in there just doing his thing, but he's legitimately decent.
He was the one of the people that I had to kind of throw in there just because his style was so different. He really had bars, and I actually got to meet Yellow Wolf up in North Hollywood, so he is a really cool guy actually in person too. Yeah, the dude's dope. I'm going to roll the footage right now so you guys enjoy this freestyle.
Goddamn, look who just stepped in. The cat done dug up a wolf from the den. Hey, not long ago I was wiping his ass. Now he's a rich rapper, wiping his ass with cash. It didn't take much for me to realize I was on my own, moving through the woods like Donkey Kong. I adopted that classic rock soul. My mama was tooting heavy with bubbles of black crows. We got the dirty shit locked in the boondocks. Grain-fed cattle means we gon' shroom pop. I'm in touch with my inner star, you watch. I stand up in Hollywood and spit moon rocks. Bitches wanna know the real Yellow Wolf, really. All the hooker get to see is catfish Billy. The world around my childhood was a crooked wall. I had to reach high to see above the weed fog. Pop a head on the crawfish and suck it dry. I pop your head if you talk shit and bust your eye. You know I'm southern, I got a grill and a dirty frown. Y'all coming with me, I'm the future in town. It's going down, shady.
All right, y'all, welcome back. I hope y'all enjoyed that Yellow Wolf freestyle. For my 9th spot, I really had to give the mic to my main man, Big Sean. you might know him from such tracks as Blessings and I Don't Fuck With You, as well as, of course, Dance with Nicki Minaj, Ass. I think that was potentially, as people remember that.
Big Sean's got bars.
Big Sean is from a different era. Where they weren't doing ciphers back then. I should clarify that. But he just sat in a room, kind of like Loner Boy style, and he ripped some bars, and it was good.
Here's the thing. I'm like, on the strength of his catalog.
Yes,
and the format was different. I can accept.
He was far better than anyone else that year.
What I'm saying, I will count him. That's what I'm saying. On docking points, it's not his fault. It's just it wasn't a cipher. It wasn't like it was a bunch of.
Sorry, Big Sean. You should have done ciphers. Not your fault, though. I know it's premature in the era, but you still get to shine. You're on the spot.
He just kind of has to. He's Big Sean gets. Like I said, even if you would put him in with anybody else, he would just anybody at the time, and still now. But just his own style, the way he was rocking the mic, he was really one of the true punchers at the time. He was the whole complete package. It would have been great to see him traditional with everybody in the circle.
Yeah.
Whoever is rocking.
D-Town, West Side, yeah, I said it, West Side. But they yelling big so much that you would thought it's best style. You were now rocking with the newest best style. Go on, roll that good up. Cause I'm stressed out. I come from a city where 9/11 dialed up. Everybody riled up, 100 gun piled up. They'll lay it on the line. Make sure you don't get filed up. Hammers in and out of court. Boy, don't get trialed up. Yeah.
All right, y'all. So what'd you guys think of Big Sean? Pretty dope, right? Dude's got bars. For our 8th spot, the mic is passing to a young MC. He's from the 2017 class, and I think Matt is afraid to even hear the name. None other than my main man, XXL, XXX Tentacion. Not Ugly God, not Cap G.
Big Sean?
Yes. In my opinion, yes.
Wow. See, I don't...
Because it's a cipher.
No,
dude, have you ever seen one without a beat during the cipher?
I see what you're saying.
It was a standout.
I see what you're saying.
Dude rips, and he's like, "Death will be bountiful," but it's dude.
No, it was.
Dude is.
If you read his lyrics, they're legit. And dude, I thought he gave me exactly what he told me he was gonna do. He said, "Yo, I'm gonna do whoop de whoop. You're gonna see it. You're gonna understand it, and you'll see what I'm on." And he went in there. He tackled some issues. He definitely gave his whole little controversial tip. But in my opinion, I'm like, out of all of them, he was better. Most hip hop, that was the real shit, in my opinion, because he went out there and he really gave me some work, some artwork. The rest of the shit was fucking candy safe. And I guess people want to be like, that's their style or whatever. And we can make that argument. But, yeah. So Big Sean, I'm sorry, I guess he edges you out on that, fam. I'm definitely going to apologize because it just seems like it shouldn't happen.
It's disrespectful.
No slight to Triple X. Or just, no slight to
Triple X, he gonna wreck.
No slight. But he definitely came. It was, you win some, you lose some, I guess. It's like a pickup.
I feel bad not putting XX higher. How about that? How about that? For the 8th spot, I have none other than my main man, XXL Tentacion. It's going down. Enjoy XXX's video, y'all.
And if the world ever has an apocalypse, I will kill all of you fuckers. Fear will be plentiful, death will be bountiful. I will spare none of you peasants. Fuck your religion, your pacifism got sent to a prison in PC. I seen the devil, he's in you with me, you need saving to listen to this, see. Follow him home, cut the right corner so nobody sees you. Turn off your phone, leave it at home so nobody can trace you. Mask your expressions, appear to be calm, they won't read your intentions. As soon as you're in, let them all know who they're all in the presence of. I am a murderer. I am a demon, the son of a serpent. What is your faith? What is your worth? Have you felt acknowledged it? If I kill you now, will you go to heaven, the hell you believe in? Death is approaching you. 30 seconds to think before lying and blood see.
There's all kind of gummy bears and fucking chocolate shit, and I don't even like it.
He's not having fun, I'll tell you
But
that
I'm sitting.
There's no fun to be had.
I don't eat
And
hot
that's
dogs.
why you don't go higher,
Who
XXX.
eats hot dogs at the fucking place? Who does that? I don't understand that. But now there's hot dogs at the movie theater, and there's nachos on my shoe, and
Okay.
they're nice. These is red bottoms, bitch. These is bloody shoes. Shout out to Cardi B. You know you want to be me.
Okay.
Charlamagne the God is not a hater. He's actually some sort of a prophet. He's talking about how one day.
This is the XXX right here, y'all. This is the real XXX.
Anyway, continue.
So, as you guys can see, that XXX freestyle's insane. Dude goes off. He's, I think, the only guy in history of actual cipher to drop the beat like that. And kudos to you, my friend. For
Actually, you know who else got licked? Really got hicked up on the B tip though was fucking Machine Gun Kelly.
Travis Scott too. They actually modified the beat for Travis.
Sav.
MGK went off, and he's an honorable mention. He got
it with
Sorry,
the fucking
MGK.
he got it with where the DJ was scratching for him and shit, brought it back. I liked it. I thought MGK was
okay.
quite.
Now I'll admit, who did you think was better, Yellow Wolf or MGK? Because I went with Yellow Wolf for my selection. That's a tough one, right?
I'm gonna go with MG. Even though Yellow Wolf was sick with it, and it might be because Yellow Wolf was such a different
MGK's
group.
legend.
But I'm gonna go with MGK in that one. I really am.
I am a bit more of a fan of Yellow Wolf, and that's why personally I go Yellow Wolf. And because it's just like he really was, he was something different. He's like fresh water. Dude's like unique. Dude spits nothing that I'd ever heard. It's like very cacophonous at times. But it's like this, and he go like crazy catfish Billy, and it's like it's a little annoying at times. But dude, he's cool. He does it.
I like Yellow Wolf. Yellow Wolf is
I fuck with you, Yellow Wolf, straight up. Now, anyways, we back to it, yo. And for my 7th spot, I'm gonna keep it in the younger generation. This gentleman brought straight bars in the 2016. I thought he outshined a lot of his mates.
Drum roll.
I'm gonna have to go with my main man Denzel Curry. You know him from songs such as ULT. He has this extremely like quick style. You've heard ULT, right? He bar after bar. He's like an AK dude, and he does his usual delivery patterns, but he does those riddle style bars too, where it's like he almost says the same thing over, but it's like in a new way, and then like it's like layered. It's very layered. It's very complex. The 2016 was an interesting one. There's a lot of standouts, and like me and Matt have said in our past episodes, 2016. With the Lil Uzi, with the 21 Savage, you have people who are literally, as we speak, blowing up. So it is the most relevant batch in that sense of actual artists who are popping. Shout out to Lil Uzi too, So my man Denzel, we want you to get your minute. Now we're gonna roll your footage and we're gonna let you.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Rest in power, it's all about power. Squeeze two lemons together and really all you'll have is sour. Diesel, niggas will smoke your ass and half the juice. Riding around in an all black coupe, couple of pitches that's ready to shoot. Shit, ducking and bucking and dodging and dropping with 48 ounces and cigarette butts. Fucking around with the up echelon, it will turn you to cubes and I hope you be gone. And roll the overload, cranium overdose, then the cascade, what the fuck is the house? Click on your pap, bitches a rap. Sierra, my witness, I pray for a nap. Younger than the rest will return with the past. Key in ignition, put on the gas. None of you niggas is acting that jazz. Go TV and the Glock and the Cypress and gas. Green gun, particles, turn you into molecules. Planet shrooms, I'll take you to my panic room. Yeah.
Okay. So obviously my main Denzel is like beyond savage on that freestyle. That was one of my favorites of all time. I thought he really kind of shone through with his style and kind of what he does. Savage Life, 21?
Beyond.
Yeah, no.
And apparently that was
more savage than 21.
Apparently this is where he is. Yeah. So, Savage. Beyond. This guy.
Denzel. For the 6th spot, I had to do a lot of thinking, a lot of crunching. I'm going to go with someone who's kind of someone who almost might remind you of Denzel Curry. It's stylistically at least, it's Joey Badass. And I think my man, he really came with it.
I will accept this high placement of Joey Badass.
Joey Badass, he's like
the rap
real
gods
too.
are not too displeased.
No, Joey Badass is a badass, like straight up. You probably remember him, of course, from like Christ Conscious. That song was super sick. I remember that was right at the point when dubstep was really getting popular.
Yeah.
And so that was a cool time in my life. And so I remember hearing that cypher back then. I liked it then. I like it now. You a bad motherfucker, Joey. Roll that tape.
These niggas don't bees in the trap, they like bees in this trap. Get smoked out. I ain't talk about what you toke out. Get choked out for really thinking that this shit is a silly dream. When actually reality ain't what it really seemed. And I ain't acting on the scene, niggas scream. The actions ain't scream, just well scheme. I'm trying to have wealth for my well-being by 18. Pockets healthy green, what the fuck is 12 B's? I need the cake and cream, stakes inside like fiends. Off a dream, jet stream and having cuisine. With the best seasons, it's the vet season. Carry a vest, you know the reason. reason. I'm in Chirac and I'm getting blown like the breezes. Your chicken strip teases, thighs leg and the breast part is the cleavage. She even licking down to the bone marrow. She ain't love, but I ain't got a bow and arrow. I'm known to jack the booty like I'm Sparrow. They ain't trying to see me in the battle. They lines is too narrow. They couldn't even outshine my shadow. They don't want the beef, nigga, let alone the cattle. They just want to ride the saddle. It's so sad though.
So
we're back, yo. My man Joey, he's always
hot
gonna
and
keep
bitch in here.
It's hot.
Anyway,
it's getting hot in
continue.
here, and sorry, Nelly was never a freshman, so he's not on this list. But I'll tell you who is on this list. Coming in at the 5 spot, my main man Hobson. You know, that NorCal sensation with that weird kind of Tech 9 swag. Famous for that song he did with Tech 9 actually, and B.O.B. I Am a Psycho. I think that was probably one of his hardest bars he ever spit. Yeah. He has like 50 Ill Mind tapes. I know 1 through 8 were all pretty darn good. I really like 1 and 5. Those are kind of my personal standouts. And, you know,
more of a 3.
He is kind of what I'm considering one of the faces of horrorcore rap still, of the strongholds of that genre where, you know, they've had people come and go. They've had like the Tex and the who was that one guy, the Krista Killa, whatever it was, the Krista Kalista, whatever his name was. A
lot of those guys are just, I'm not.
Yeah. I wasn't into.
So I'm with Tech,
but I
fuck with Tech. So Hobson, you made the top 5, fam, of XXL freshmen all time. Again, not somebody I'm mad about that. I mean, he has the skills. I don't necessarily say his performance would have put him there, but clearly his body of work, his artistry, his skills in general, which are clearly there.
Yeah, you made the top 5, Hobson, and you know, I personally really liked the freestyle. I thought you came with it as always, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
Welcome to the Yale Mind of Hobson, where real life's an option. The ill lines that I spit make you realize you're not sick. Science at its finest, tell Bill not to watch it. Now turn this shit the fuck up till you feel how you're nauseous. Yo, check out this verse I wreck. I think I'm a cursed and blessed. No one seems to know if my brain's the result of birth defects. I need a solution. Pastors tell me that church is best, but they'll look at me devilish cause I'm out there interpreting death. Everybody's always acting fake. Rappers I hate be asking to collaborate. It's sad to say, but it's the truth that instead of trying to congratulate, they got their hands out like we playing the game of patty cake. But that ain't what I'm focused on. The day I step up in the lab with a cell out to be the day all hope is gone. The game's filled with a bunch of faggots who don't belong, always claiming they real niggas, but I ain't noticed one.
But for the 4 spot, none other than one of my favorite rappers out of the, I do believe, Texas area, Big Crit.
Ah, nice. Well done.
Yeah.
Well done. He gets the golf clap on that.
Yeah.
He gets the golf clap. Big Crit. Representer. I like it.
Return to Forever was one of my favorite mixtapes. Not to mention, Crit Was Here is probably the best mixtape he ever dropped. That
Crit Was Here is impactful. Crit Was Here is the most, or one of the most impactful mixtapes of that era.
Yes.
Easily.
In our lives, even individually, in my own life.
No, yes. I feel like he's one of the works that marks an era in that aspect, where he came and you can say he sparked it off, in my opinion, but also, too, he reminded people in a similar way that a David Banner did.
Yes.
About not just the depth, but the quality that is in the South. And, you know, I put my hat off to him. Not to mention, he makes his own beats. He makes and masters his own shit. What the fuck?
He's someone who I slept on harder than just about anybody. He's a true artist. In a lot of ways, he's like the he's like the woke Mike Will is kind of how I put him.
Interesting.
He's like the woke Mike Will, and he's really one of my favorite artists. So Big Crit, shout out to you, brother. 4 spot is for you. Enjoy the mics.
I see you, Shauna King. I see you.
Young Crizzle, yo, hey, do you mind if I murder this? Spit that southern slang over something so conservative. Swinging lane to lane, candy coated, sipping purple shit. Mind frame, I herbal it. Southern MC of my caliber, never heard of it. Verbally, spit that gospel proper, seeing word of it. No obstacle could top of my run, simply hurdle it. Down to get shells over dreams, this ain't turtle shit. Bold like Hussein, now who game to get got? Master the Shaolin styles of Big and Tupac. Sweet and sour chicken while my partner working 2 rocks. Trying to get that candy paint that's better than a dewdrop. Down to take a loss, like give me whatever you got. Scraping from the game, I be a king, just you watch. Sipping fine wine with breadsticks and goulash. I'm far, far away from sardines and noodles. You ball hard too if all your life you live frugal. Wishing on a star for J's, but got rumors that was passed down to you cause your brother outgrew them. Yeah, I talk to him. Yeah.
So what up, y'all? We back. Top three spot with my main man Fresh. Breaking it down. Now this is something that I've really crunched the numbers. I've watched every freestyle in
Top
the
three.
10-year period, people. So if you want to come at me, go watch them all. There's a lot of shit out there.
He said,
really
"Get at me,
boring.
bro. Come at me, bro."
That being said, 3 spot. Going out to the fam.
Okay.
Corey Guns. You might know this man from such songs as 6 foot, 7 foot. This guy's bars are astronomical. He rips like I've never heard anybody rip. And, shout outs to the Messenger Music as well, because they actually produced that beat that got him famous, that 6 foot, 7 foot. He's had a few other songs that he has got to
Boys.
shine on. But for the most part, he's been kind of quiet in the industry. I haven't seen a lot of them. But he has the potential of Goku. The guy is a beast.
Yeah, he called him Goku. I like it.
Dude can go Super Saiyan when he wants to. So.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level? It's over 9,000! What, 9,000?
And, it's about that time. So, Lil Wayne, Carter 5, what's up?
Yo,
Just saying.
I'm just gonna say Wayne's doing Wayne. I don't think anybody's holding Wayne back.
He's making $100 million a year, it seems, just doing Wayne.
I'm sorry now.
Like,
Wayne does Wayne.
Wayne is he is the rock star of our generation. He is that dude. He is the rock star.
Interesting.
I heard all these girls like, I don't know about Wayne. I know he's like small and kind of like gremlin style, but I'd bang Wayne.
Wayne is the
Like,
template.
every girl I know wants to bang Wayne.
Wayne, sadly to say, like a Tupac, is a template.
Yeah.
Where
that's
you
what music
model
is.
yourself after Wayne. And what you will see is that there's a whole bunch of other rappers who have followed the Wayne template.
That being said, Corey Guns definitely is one of the, like Drake, Wayne proteges that you can kind of Gutta is another one. These are rappers that are just incredibly talented rappers.
Corey Guns was not like developed in a vacuum.
No, his father is Peter Guns.
Who?
None other than the legend.
So again, these things are
Love
important.
and hip-hop.
What you're actually seeing is a similar situation that's happening in the NBA and with sports in general, particularly where you're seeing
Nepotism.
a lot of, not just nepotism, but it's kind of one of
Diggy Simmons had a good flow too.
maybe nepotism could be
He was
one
better
of
than
those
Diggy.
issues.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
It could be
Corey Guns was way better than Diggy, and Diggy was good, but Corey was amazing. Yeah, but that being said, y'all enjoy Corey Guns freestyle. I know it's gonna blow your mind.
I leave a nigga like holy smokes, the Holy Ghost. After the holy smoke, you be a Holy Ghost. Chromie toes, homie pose, get their baloney rolls for the macaroni moles. Before I ask the loan me rope, phone me hope. On these quotes, fuck with me, be mummy's only lonely hope. Dull as phony soaps. I knew a nigga who dreamed of flying boats, then he drowned in deep thought cause they made his hope float. The white bubble soft so they make the coke float. So much niggas could throw a parade with coke floats. Some toast and try to promote close, and those chose do it or die like vote quotes. You sex, you running with dicks in your coach choach. My click hold thicker than goat coat, so you'll be dead ass, no joke. Call me a shooting star or your bitch's babester. Hopping out of something like a Nilla wafer cakester. Like, ha, man meets machinery equals injury, comprende? Fire torch since 14, 15, pinched me, unfortunately for mother who didn't abort me physically. Mustn't hurt his history. His shit has been mythically sent in by descendants of wizardry. This gets the industry. It twisted instantly and hit me frigid cryogenically. Now I feel abilities that cripple clinically. To eat MC's the trick for healing me. I pull up in the super radical, holy smokes with the mackerel, opposite tactical to laugh at you. Why? Cause it's practical, actual fact is that you will rap with us half the matchable, tackle to capture capital, acrobatic compatible. Fuck your cabbage, I get cactus, touch this, it gets medical. Save the hypothetical and theatrical shit for Steve Wilco shows before these drums roll back.
So we are back with the top 2 XXL
Work.
historically insane year after year, 10 years deep in this game, freestyle freshman class. The 2 spot is going to someone who, technically when they spit these bars, probably weren't a true freshman. They were legends in the game, I'm sure already at this point, but it was probably like the first year, I believe, of XXL Freshman.
Oh, okay.
So for that reason alone, I want to use
see what
this because this is hip hop history.
Okay.
His wife spent some time in jail, and he held her down. You know this man from Love and Hip Hop is my main man, Papoose. A lot of people remember back in the day just how insane the remix of Touch It was with Busta Rhymes. Dude's bars were insane. He basically broke down like his hand is like a freestyle and like in his back, and he was bringing the Bronx and Brooklyn, and it was this
Papoose
He is hip hop. I'm gonna say right now.
Not even, in my opinion, you kind of can't put him in the list.
Have you heard Alphabet
not-
Slaughter, by the way?
Of course.
Okay.
That's a remix of Black Licorice, my friend.
Yeah, I know.
But the whole deal
That's
is...
why I say it.
Come on. The question is, how far can you go?
Did he go to Z?
You can't. That's why you can't even make it to D.
Me personally?
Yeah, you
I ain't gonna try.
right now.
All-seeing Eyvory, basically a balling,
No.
cock-sucking Christian.
Artificial. No.
Oh, you mean? Oh, I think you meant freestyle.
No, I'll bust.
Oh, okay.
I'll bust the
I
whole
can't
thing.
do any of that. Yeah, no.
I'm Zealot.
You know I'm my own alphabet, people. Come on.
I'm telling you right now. I got
Pimp him
that
since been
first.
pimp.
Anyway, neither here nor there. The whole deal with that is like, yo, Papoose, that's the god, yo. Like, real talk, I don't
Yeah.
even think you could really put him in any of the freshman categories. He was never a freshman. He came in the game.
He was never a freshman because he was like never
That's
born.
why they
He
have
was never
him.
born. He's not from this planet.
He
brought him on a spaceship and
Nah, he's in a sense he's a dinosaur where it's like,
Yeah.
you know, this is a dude from an era like where bars were bars and men were men, and like you really had to come with it. And he grew up amongst the savages, you know what I'm talking about, amongst the warriors.
I would like to mention
amongst
something.
the real shooters, amongst the real punchers when it came
Yes.
to the mics, you know what I'm saying?
So
it's like you can't really put him. I mean, to even put him in
Let
on a list
me just tell you that
with people
let
like
me tell you the
fucking-
2007 class real quick, just so you kind of get an idea. These were not freshmen, but these were just legends. So it was because it was the first time they'd ever done anything, but they were given some standouts. And that year, who you saw Papoose freestyling with was none other than Lupe Fiasco and my man Styles P. So it's like, I remember 2002 listening to Styles P on his that one album that had Get High, High.
I'm just like, look, yo.
And I mean, that guy's bars are like,
Aside
he's
from
D-Block.
Lupe,
I mean, he's D-Block. It's
even
like,
though we saw Lupe has evolved into who Lupe is and all that jazz, I'm not even gonna put him in that space. D-Block and fucking Papoose.
Yeah.
You really can't. Are you gonna put Styles P in any of the fucking freshman type?
That's like
Are you gonna see
Jadakiss.
that?
I mean, dude,
Come on.
yeah, is he a freshman
So-
ever? Jadakiss was like shitting on people before.
In my opinion,
Shit, not
gross
people wasn't
error on your
fashionable.
part. In my opinion, gross error on your part for even putting him in there. Not to mention not putting him as number one. Though you get you do get you get points because you chose Papoose.
The reason
you get
Papoose
love,
gets the two,
but
and
I'm interested to see who one is now. I need to know.
I gotta say this.
need
The
to
reason
know.
Papoose gets 2, not 1, and no slight to my number 1 is because of the fact that he's not a true freshman. But I'm calling him a freshman in the sense that
Very
they have.
non-colonial of you.
Right? I'm gonna rock with my main man all day, Papoose, and this number 2 spot goes to you, fam.
Pap.
Enjoy.
Over 100 soldiers died this month. I dropped info. Out of 100, the majority was Negroes. George Bush is on the roll like a round hero. They still finding human remains at ground zero. They found them in the sewer. Yeah, it shows. Oh man, yo. I guess that's why they call it a manhole. When we say BT, we ain't trying to spell bet. Black entertainment, Papoose is the best. Now Serema, wait till my album drop. He hop up, I clap him in his hip. You could call it hip hop. Rappers be acting like they tougher than they really is. So I sit them in wheelchairs like Jada picking kids. You was putting your sneakers on the wrong feet. When Papoose was repping for the streets, man and feet. You might as well face your defeat. Look, partner, I had you looking at the feet like a foot doctor.
So for the number 1 spot, I had to go with my main man, Kendrick Lamar, hip-hop legend. You know, when it comes to his discography and with songs like DNA, Humble, Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe, the guy he's really it. I mean,
I'm gonna be real. I was not checking for Kendrick when he came out.
I
had to be slowly converted, but once I got the album and I really heard what he was doing, I was like, holy shit. Because I was like, Schoolboy Q. Even though Kendrick's hot, Schoolboy Q.
When he dropped
AB Soul, it was like that.
Yeah, they had a team. Yeah.
Here's my thing. I was like, Schoolboy Q, AB Soul, Kendrick Lamar. And they're all heavy hitters, but that was like my order.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm like, what?
I liked Ab Soul, I like Schoolboy, but
What?
to me, Kendrick was better than all of them. And
I mean, I'm eating my butt now. I see what people were talking about. I just didn't see it then, I guess.
he's probably my favorite rapper from the West Coast. I love his affiliate, Schoolboy Q, who definitely gets an honorable mention. His freestyle was the shit.
Q took that cipher. I went cipher by cipher. So I was like, Q got that cipher.
Q definitely did. And that
was a good cipher, though. But Q got that cipher.
I personally think that Kendrick was the best in history, and I think once you guys hear it, you'll agree with me.
King Kendrick. All hail the king.
I'm beyond the most slept on, stepped on, step songs, father of rap songs, writing my wrongs, writing a book of songs. This is the word to the Holy Quran or whatever that's fun to you. I find it funny that you embracing the storm. Wake up, ring the alarm, or wake up with a bomb through you. It's bad dad, kids with bad dads, cops with bad badges, big bullets, no my bads. Once them guns shoot you, I said, yo, I might go. Out as the Mike Jordan, lacing my Jordans and yelling out ISO. Ike Turner, your idol, whip him and bruise him, stick poison inside his pie sad that you know him. We influenced that heart of thousands, 999,000, but who's counting? Thirsty for success and we drink from the youth fountain. Big headed trying to stay grounded like a delinquent in middle school clowning. Drowning in seas, they want life jackets. While we swim backwards, we yelling, nigga, please. Pay your respect or recognize the alphabet. You can't survive in a room full of G's. Coached by my uncle Lil Maine, I resemble him. They trying to tell the game and we killing all thieves. Make them all blood, make them all bleed. Motherfucker die, put a ribbon in the sky till Stevie Wonder sing. King of all kings, jokers and new jacks can get dealt with. Royal flush when I drop shit and say these things. Man, lean on them cause half of these niggas Maybelline. All made up, about to go dummy on the dummy. What? Treat them like a welterweight and stump them in some trunks. You fucking with a giant. I'm Forrest Whitaker sparring with some Forrest Gumps. What you want?
That's right.
I mean, there's really not much you can say about that. What am I going to say? No? Kendrick, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you going to say? So, yeah, there it is. Again, Kendrick Papoose, very interesting, very provocative. Sir.
Yeah.
Again, you also put, again, I'll just leave that alone.
Yeah.
Either way, Meek, wow, bruh. I'm a little surprised. A little lower than way I would have expected.
Sorry, Meek.
Also, too, Future, you at least get some sort of a special mention for me because that was clearly a freestyle, and I liked it. You came in there doing in 2011 what everybody is striving to do in 2016. You already down to the ad libs and the style. It was very interesting to me. So, free band gang.
Yeah, Future
also
gets
too,
an honorable mention. For sure.
You gotta do.
Yeah, Future's one of my favorite.
Also, too, Rari,
Damn,
my dude,
yeah,
Rari. I see you, family. I see you. Also, Kid, the energy, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was feeling you. You came soulful. It was truthful. That shit was real. I fucks with you, Kid. The shit was hot. So, also, last but not least, on the Queen sip, there's not like there's a million queens that was been on the cypher, but Angel Hayes. Angel Hayes, where are you? Where are you?
Angel? You had some
Angel. She kind of stole the entire cipher.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, Angel Hayes, you get on my list since I guess I'm kind of doing this weird honorable mention, people who should have been on there who got swept off by Papoose, you know, the God Killer.
Yeah.
So when
people
it
who could have
comes
took
down
Papoose's
to
spot, or maybe Big Sean's spot.
No.
But they're legends, and
No
they're
one's
gonna.
taking Papoose
yeah.
spot. And Meek Mill, you're not supposed to be that low on the list, fam. But it is what it is. So
I have to agree with you, Meek. I don't know what happened. I'm sorry.
I don't know. You know what happened. You know what happened.
There's a conspiracy. Illuminati. I said Illuminati.
But yo, it's an aliens fresh to God, fresh to genius saying, look, if you like it, you love it, you hated it, whatever, tweet it, comment, send it out to your friends and family, hit them with an email, whatever, Snapchat your own response or reaction video. That shit will be lit. Point of the matter is, sharing is caring. And this guy right next to me, his name is
DJ Eyvory. Y'all, I definitely appreciate y'all watching. We definitely wanted to bring you some of the standouts throughout XXL history. We apologize to anyone who really probably should have been in there, should have squeezed yourself in there, but you know, your careers were probably made you some money anyway, so you'll be all right.
I'm not sorry. It is what it is. Get better, do better, suck it up, son.
Step up your game.
Suck it up,
Try to get
son.
to that big crit level. Try to get to that boost level, and then maybe you can get your dab on. You can get your mics, your golden mic. But for the time being, XXL Freshman, DudeBro, we out, y'all. Holla!
Check.
Versace apparel, I cock up the barrel. I live in a pyramid just like a pharaoh. These birds, they don't spit, they just swallow like sparrows. I ride in the ghost of the mist like my scarecrows. These demons love death and we sacrifice scary hoes. My magic is very yo, infecting your stereo. And fuck at least every hoe. We smoking the finest draw. Started up young with a nose full of blow. Game gadget with them G's and them O's. Back on the boat, we be moving kilos. I'm gangsta like Gucci trap bandos like Migos. The metro was booming, young thugs full of evil. The hearts are so black and they minds is deceitful. And just like a church, yeah, we steal from the people. And just like them Zannies, them bars can be lethal.
You know the feel. KJ Fred, DJ Eyvory, we out.